You can't do that. Have you heard this? I mean, I encounter this all the time. And do you know what the funny thing is? I always hear phrases like this. Oh, you're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. I always hear it from people who are endlessly making demands, never, ever discussing anything. And I have to confess that I am particularly sensitive to this idea of permission, constantly asking permission and feeling like, oh God, don't want to get in the way. Don't want to annoy that person. Don't want to get in their way. And it feels so, culturally, it feels so feeble. It feels so weak. And I have to say as well, I'm quite sensitive to this also. It's claustrophobic in this sort of cloying sense of people constantly just behaving however they want to behave and assuming and often just getting away with it. But then if you actually do something that maybe doesn't even slightly fit in with their worldview, then there's a reign of terror, that just falls down on your shoulders, and not just on your shoulders, quite honestly. It feels sometimes like it can completely take over your life. And people all want their own way. Everybody wants secretly, underneath it all, to get what they want, to have no boundaries, no borders, no obstructions to their own wills. And I've not talked about this for a while actually, but in my earlier videos this year, I've been recording these videos now for almost 6 months, that I talked a lot about willingness. And I think that a really important thing actually is that you yourself are willing to give yourself permission to live your own life. And it seems today that the Overton window of what you can do without hurting or offending or getting in somebody's way seems quite narrow. But it's not. It can just be that we become victims of circumstance. It's really important to build resolve and resilience in yourself. Otherwise, people are just going to, believe me, they're just going to try and often be successful in just walking all over you. So have the power and strength. And I keep using this word resilience, but it's so important because there are some times that there are certain circumstances that you just have to bear them, you have to be resolute in understanding that no matter what circumstances you are actually going through, that you can overcome the struggles. And I'll be honest, actually, the pain and struggle sometimes, and the anxiety inducing moments where you feel like, God, sometimes it can feel like things are completely hopeless, but they're not. There's always hope. Always be optimistic, always be positive. Keep yourself moving, and you can get through those dark times, through the myriad storms that we have to weather, it seems, these days, especially if you have a counter narrative or countercultural position on, well, frankly, anything. So my advice is that hang in there. Realize that whatever your circumstances, you can actually become stronger because of them. You can overcome the harder times, and you can make it through to the clearing in the forest, to where the sun shines brightly and the rain and hail and thunderstorms are not lashing down on you, and that you can be the person that you really want to be, no matter what obstacle you encounter and how impossible it may seem, because it always seems impossible until it is done. Thank you very much. Martin Paver here. Please do like and subscribe and share to spread this very important message, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Ciao for now.